Hey, I'm Rob for JestaThaRogue and this is a quick pundown of Odyssey that I played at Essen 2019. This is a game for 1 to 6 players and plays in about 30 minutes, but there are several different games types. There's solo, there's co-op, and what we're playing here, which is competitive. And there's also a fourth game, but I don't know what that is. In this game, you are trying to collect mind crystals by travelling the galaxy, and the first person to collect all 5 mind crystals will win the game. And this is done through point-to-point movement with a bit of memory required. What you have is these planets laid out. There are 17 planets. There's sort of 4 lines of 4 with 1 in the middle. And you have a number of tokens on the far side of the table there that match up the layout of the planets. What you do on your turn is you flip over one of those tiles, and if those tiles are adjacent to you, if the image showing on that tile matches a planet that's orthogonally adjacent to you, you move to that planet. The only difference with this is the planet in the middle of the table you can move to and from diagonally. If you move, you can then flip over another token to move again. What you're trying to do is get to the 4 planets in the corner and the 5th planet in the middle to pick up a mind crystal. If you flip over a token and you don't move, you get to gain some cosmic dust, and you can use those to do special abilities. One of them lets you take an extra turn, one of them gets to block off one of those planets. In fact, I'm saying this, there are loads of them available. You only use 3 per game. So they're all different abilities, but the ones we use, the ones that let us move again, take an extra turn, and one that lets you put a token on the planets that are face down so that people can't select that one and can't move to that planet. And the other one let us switch 2 planets over, which was quite handy. So what you're trying to do is use your memory in order to move from planet to planet to get to the different corners and the one in the middle to pick up the mind crystals. And that's it really. There's not really much more to say about it. It was good fun. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of memory games as it is, but one of the fun things to do is to create a story about where the tokens are in relation to each other and in relation to the table, the face down tokens, to give you that sort of memory trigger. But I can still remember that the fish is in the bottom right hand corner because the fish was on her head, who I was sat next to. So they told the story about the fish was on her head. Next to it was a planet with water on it because the water had dripped from the fish. So I can still remember this now, even though it's like over a week later, because that's the story we told, and that's how you get around trying to remember where all these tokens are. One thing I forgot as well, if you take a mind crystal from a planet, you put a little token on it, it makes that planet quarantine, so nobody else can take a token from that planet until they get one from another planet and move the quarantine token away. The components are nice. You can Odyssey how good it looks on the table. The artwork of all these different planets is really cool. The artwork on the memory tokens gives you just a snippet of what's on that planet, so you can sort of find it very easily. So like the planet with the cats on, they're just like a planet with, just shows you a couple of cats on that planet, so you can easily find it. And the stand-up shapes are quite nice as well. They didn't need to be that nice, but they are. So yeah, it was good fun. I didn't play the solo game or any of the other 2 types of games, but this was decent. It's a decent family level game, I think. I think Stardust, I think you must give this game a try if you've got a family or you're playing with on a casual gaming night, because it is quite good fun. But memory games are not for me, unfortunately. I'm not very good. I don't like having to remember stuff. I liked telling the story, though. I admit that was very fun, telling a story in my head and trying to work around how I'm going to remember where all these different tokens are for these different planets. That was good fun. So give it a go. That is Odyssey. Remember to like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JTRPodcast, to find the blog at jtrpodcast.com. I've been Rob, aka JestaThaRogue, and I'll see you soon.